Why is it that the strategy you are putting into your marriage is not working? Why? Okay, let's put this way. One of the things that have made some strategies not work is one, get this clear. One, demonic influence. Write this down. This thing I want to tell you now, write it down, please. It will be very, very important for you. You must understand that man is a vessel. Spirits are the content. Man, human, is a vessel. Spirits are the content. As I'm talking to you, I'm not talking to you because my name is Ifeanyi. In fact, the criteria that what empowered my being named Ifeanyi is the capacity, the type of spirit that dwell in me that attracted that name. You are listening to me, you are a vessel. Spirit is what is inside of you. Spirit is what is inside of you. If that what we call death is the departure of the spirit from the content, from the container rather. That's what we call death. When we sleep, the spirit journeys into the realm of the spirit to probably to go and visit or see around what is happening in the realm of the spirit. That's what we call sleep. And when the spirit leaves us, in that moment we call sleep. When the spirit leaves us and journey in its realm, our body obtain what is called rest. Because we are active by the reason of the activeness of the spirit in us. We operate in the way we operate, we talk the way we talk because of the capacity of the spirit in us. You yell the way you yell because you have let me put it this way, because of the capacity, because of the personality or the type of spirit in you. If the spirit that rule you leaves you, you are dead. If the spirit that rules you leaves you, you are dead. You become unconscious. You become what? Unconscious. The reason why people faint, you said the person is knocked out, is because there is an extinguishing point that came against the spirit in the body, and the spirit could not contain it. The spirit jerked out for a while, and he said the person fell and collapsed. There was an extinguishing act. Something happened, whether they hit the person, the act become an extinguisher for the spirit in the body, and the spirit in the body could not contain. It jerked out for a while, and while it came back, it was like a spring. It jerked out, and while it went out, the person collapsed, he fell, and a while he jumped, he jerked back, and he's asking you what happened. Yes, the spirit left for a while, for some seconds, for some minutes, and came back again. We are all spirits. We operate by the reason of spirit. And let me tell you this. The Bible have made you understand, I believe in Mark chapter 5, made us understand about the man with the spirit of legion. Hear this truth. Every one of you has the spirit of legion. Don't say God forbid, I will explain. Every one of you has the spirit of legion. Now, the spirit of legion, according to Mark chapter 5, if we look very well, is a spirit of destruction. The spirit has come to rule. Why it was identified, why we see it negative is because, why so many of you are shouting, God forbid, is because of the way the spirit contended with the spirit in the man. Don't forget, there is the spirit of man. There is an arrogant spirit and there is a sleeping spirit. Oh God, what am I doing today? I said today is question and answer, but I'm teaching. Now, The spirit of legion in that man is a type of spirit. Now listen, when I said the spirit of legion, the Bible made us to understand there were multitude, there were many. That's why they were called legion. There were many. There were so many. That's why they were called legion. But why we hate that spirit, we hate the word legion, it's not because the word legion is bad. The word legion simply means a many. There are many. The spirit of legion, that is to say, a spirit contending with the man, but they are many. They are what? They are many. They are many. Why is it that the man was tearing himself and tearing himself? Is because there is a spirit in man. There is the original spirit in man that God has deposited into the man to lead the man to become a great man. But the negative spirit came and there is a fight in the spirit. When you see somebody, you say somebody is tearing himself, is fighting and is tearing his clothes, you say the person is mad. Listen, what happens to mad people is at the initial stage, when that negative spirit enter, there is a fight within their members. There is a fight within their body. That demonic spirit that want to rule them, that demonic terrorist is a negative spirit, a spiritual terrorist. That demonic terrorist wants to come and rule over, want to put their original spirit in them under captivity, wants to come and rule over. Now you see the man is tearing himself. No, he's not tearing his clothes. There is a fight. One is using the hand, the other negative spirit are using the left. And there is this adage that says, when two elephants are fighting, what suffers? The ground. And what suffers again? The grass is around. That's why the clothes are being torn. The clothes are torn because these two spirits are fighting who will dominate. And we will see it over time. Over time, when the negative spirit rules, when the negative spirit wins, before you know it, the man begin to speak anyhow, but still conscious. The man will not intentionally run into a car. He's still conscious. But the negative spirit has seated. What am I talking about? The reason why your strategy in marriage is not working, number one, negative spirit. There are people that have a stubborn spirit. There are people that have a desert spirit. There are people that have, how will I put it now, a masquerade spirit. These things are in so many people. You don't know about it. There are people that have a very stubborn, a high stubborn spirit. A high stubborn spirit. A very high stubborn spirit. You don't contend with their spirit. They will tear you apart. Especially when you want to come in a ruling state. They say no, they are the lion of the tribe. Their spirit is a ruling spirit. You don't rule over them. This spirit can be in a woman. This spirit can be in a man. If a ruling spirit is in a woman, the woman will want to take charge of the home. Because why? It is a ruling spirit. When this ruling spirit is in a woman, then this woman, she's not disrespecting you. She's just trying to exercise what is inside of her. What is inside of her is what is manifesting. Sometimes, listen, let me tell you this. No matter your capacity, you tell me your wife is ruling after you. Look inside. The spirit is what is manifesting. Your wife is just dancing. The hands are just operating. It's the spirit that is manifesting. And if we may compare the spirit in your wife compared to the spirit in you, your spirit is lesser than the spirit in your wife, and you are crying. That's why you see some women will beat their husband. Because what is in them is higher than what is in their husband. What is in them is higher than what is in their husband. Let me share this video. Why is it that your strategies in marriage is not working? Why? Why? Spirit. Why? Why is it that your strategies in marriage is not working? Spirit. We are all ruled by spirits. We are all ruled. Even when you tell me you carry the spirit of God, there are times when negative spirit will want to come and dominate you. Before you know it, you malfunction. I malfunction, you don't know. You malfunction. You tell me you carry the Spirit of God. There are times when negative spirit, when you journey in there is a time in your life when you journey in the Spirit. You journey, you want to conquer, you come into a realm where negative spirit want to conquer you. They fight you. Before you know it, there is a fight within your spirit, and physically you will malfunction. You ask yourself, why did I do that? You malfunctioned. That you are asking yourself, why did I do that? Is a sign to show you that you malfunctioned. People malfunction. People what? Malfunction. Spirit. That's one of the things that makes your marriage, that's making your marriage not to work. That's one of the things that is making your strategy not to work. Sometimes the spirit can be against you. You that wants to make the marriage work, the spirit that is ruling you can be against you. Because most of the times, so many people are ruled by the spirit of their father's house. Listen, let me tell you this. I don't know your level of Christianity and your level of understanding spiritual matters, but these things are deep truths. These things are deep truth. Help me invite somebody. God bless you. These things are deep truth. If the spirit of your father's house is against you and you marry somebody, take for instance, back in the days, there are families that don't marry some families. These are things that we don't consider in marriage, but these things play high roles in our lives. Those days, there are states that don't marry some states. There are communities that don't marry some communities. If the spirit ruling a man or the spirit ruling a woman is the spirit of the father's house, and you married you say this dispensation, everything is okay, you can marry anybody like the digital world tells you, and the spirit ruling you is the spirit of your father's house, and the spirit of your father's house is still, they are still at war in the realm of the spirit. They don't know what is called digital world. They don't. If the two people marry, there will always be war, because the war is a spiritual war. It's a spiritual war that didn't end that time. You are trying your best to make the marriage work, but you see yourself, you are the one fighting the marriage. Look, there is a spirit ruling you that doesn't either want you to be happy, that doesn't either want you to get that marriage happening, or doesn't want to see your spouse to get that marriage happening. Spirit. That's why I tell you, in marriage, you need God. In marriage, you need God. Help me invite somebody. In marriage, you need God. Because there are demonic spirits that wants to rule you. Sometimes they begin to give you beautiful ideas that it is better to be alone. Spirits are ruling you. They are telling you those things. It is beautiful. It is beautiful to be alone. Yes. It's because they don't want you to get married. They don't want you to get married. And don't be deceived by what they will tell you, what this spirit will let you understand. When you are alone, you can do this, you can do that. That's beautiful. That's the initial presentation they will give to you. But afterward, how will your life be like? Afterwards, what will your life be like? Spirit. This is one of the things that is making your marriage not to work. And until you begin to attack them in prayer, address them in prayer, and understand these things, you will never have a happy home. It's a natural, it's something I must let you know. Until you understand this thing this way, that spirit, the reason why is it that your husband is angry like this? Why is it that your wife is angry like this? Listen, one of the things everybody must have is the spirit of discernment. You must know. You should, why? You don't just attack them because they attacked you. No. Probably what attacked you at the time is that they walked in, they played one of their traditional songs, and the spirit of their father's house that is ruling them was fully active. They were so happy in the car. They played those olden days traditional songs. They played it, and that spirit of their father's house that is ruling them was so active. And when that spirit followed them to the house and saw you, meanwhile, those days, you guys, your spirits were enemy. Your ancestors were enemy. When they saw you, they think they will be happy with you, that you are there. No. You guys were enemy, and you in the spirit, you will always be enemy. No matter the dispensation you are, whether 20, 90, spirit are spirit, they fight. Your husband walked in. He was happy in the car. He just walked in, saw you, and listen. Don't count on that. The house was not properly arranged. That's why he was angry. Come on now. All those things are physical things that spirit wants to hold on to. Something must hold on to something. It is not because of that. That your husband is angry this dimension is not because you didn't clean the house. It's not because it's not that your wife is angry. It's not just only because she was not satisfied in the other ministry. That was not just the only situation. Spirit rule. We must understand it. And when you begin to understand this and you begin to, those of you that are not yet married now, you begin to arrest this. There is a topic I will teach. I told somebody something. How to get married within 3 months. I told somebody something. Well, there was a time I had a Zoom meeting. I had a Zoom successful marriage and relationship Zoom meeting. And while we were talking, there was a secret that poured out of my mouth, and I forgot for many months. And the person I told it to, she was the only person that came online. And I told it to her. She applied the principle, and she's married now. She sent me pictures of her marriage and told me, sir, remember that day you told me that secret? I said, what is the secret? Please tell me. And she told me the secret, and she said now she's married and all those. I said, okay, beautiful. Now that you are not yet married, start praying. Start what? Praying. Spirit. The spirits can be against you. Take for instance, when I talked about that a person has the spirit of legion, what do I mean? Imagine a person that has the spirit of anger, the spirit of alcohol, the spirit of womanizing, the spirit of lies, the spirit of what do you call worldliness, the spirit of lust. Just name it now. In one person. How do you think your marriage will work? How? How do you think your marriage will work? How do you think that marriage, no matter what you will do, one of these spirits must counterattack. No matter what you do, one of these spirits must attack. Imagine when a husband or a woman has the spirit of alcohol, was fired with the spirit of alcohol. You know, when people drink, it is easier to drink alcohol when it is not yet empowered by a spirit. Anybody that drinks alcohol that is not yet empowered by a spirit can leave it at any time. But when a person drinks alcohol and cannot easily leave it, listen, it is not about, it's not empowered by a spirit. And if you don't prayerfully take them out of that spirit, you may, if you want to fight it, you will fight that spirit, and that spirit will destroy the marriage. Because they are spirits, they know what they are doing. And if you are not stronger, listen, let me tell you, when you're, no matter your religion, whether you are a Christian or you are a Muslim, you are a Buddhist, you are a Kankakus, if the spirit in your wife is higher than your spirit, they rule over you. If the spirit in your spouse, whether demonic or godly, if they are higher than your own, they rule over you. If they are higher than your own, they rule over you. You will, you know why people wail? When I mean wail, people they wail because it is crying in their heart. No, there are ways spirits cry. There are ways spirits cry. One of the ways spirits cry is by talking. Hot. You feel hot in your spirit is crying. Somebody with me now? Yes. If the spirit of your spouse is higher than your own, they rule over you. And if their spirit is higher than your own, and two of you are in agreement, then they will carry you along like a baby. But if you are not in agreement, then you are enemies. You can be living in one house, but you are enemies. You can be living in one house, but you are an enemy to the spirit that rule your husband. You are an enemy to the spirit that rule your wife. you must understand this deep truth. You can be living in one house, but you are an enemy to the spirits that rule your husband. You are an enemy to the spirit that rule your wife. Because if you are not yielding in a way that it's pleasant with them, they are fighting you. Understand this?